Winter cut day 57. Leg day. Yeah. All right, boys. We got coffee here. We got to slam this coffee in the Joy mug. We're feeling joyful today. We got some old creatine. Now, guys, I don't know if you noticed anything about this, but it's empty. Right now. It's got 1 scoop left in it. So, I now have new creatine in the mail. I am extremely hungry this morning, and I never get hungry in the morning. So I'm not really sure what happened. But either way, it's not going to affect the workout because I doubt I'll be thinking about that during my top set of Tom Platz level intensity hack squats. So now we have new creatine, not to be confused with nude creatine. I'm not sure if that type exists. But, all right. That was like a 3 out of 10 on the satisfactory scale because I had to like do it in multiple parts. But anyway, you know the deal. We gotta get some water in us. Now, with 2 liquid IVs, which I'm not even sure if you guys can see from this angle, and the last bit of creatine, we are going to empty it out in grand fashion. How grand is that, you guys? How grand is that? The last bit of creatine, huh? Liquid IV, 2 of them infused with creatine. Down the hatch. You know, I thought that would be a bad idea, drinking that first thing in the morning, but truth be told, that was a good idea. So, I don't even know why it's getting dark randomly in the middle of the day. This is kind of weird, guys, because it's not even like it's late. It's fairly early still, so whatever. But, liquid IV down, creatine down. Now it's time to down the protein shake. We're going to have about 1/3 of this before the gym, 1/3 of this after the gym, and 1/3 of it before bed. That's the split. That's the protein shake split we're using. So 3, 2, 1. That's probably 1/3. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is still pretty hot. This coffee's still pretty hot. Let's see if we can chug it though. If we can manage this, I want not only a gold star from my mom, but also a cookie to show her being proud of me. But actually, scratch the cookie because I'm on the cut. She can give me a picture of a cookie. That'll be good. I feel like at this stage in the cut, I feel very light. And if you guys have brothers or anything, or just people who mess with you, friends, dude, you'll realize that, like, they could literally, like, you know, sneeze at you from a strange angle, and you'll come drifting away. You know, it's kind of getting to that point in the cut where I feel very light and easily moved. So, you know, still very strong, very high relative strength. This is the strongest I've been in terms of just pure ability to move weight. But, you know, in terms of movability, I'm very movable. So I can't wait to bulk again and just be like a brick wall that just stands there again. No cardio. All right. See you guys for leg day. All right, boys. My feet muscles are super sore today, but that's okay. Because it might be a slight limiting factor, but it's not going to stop me from pushing heavy weight, you know? If I was doing a high rep set, maybe, but... Well, I just heard the news today. I found that having a slight bend in my knee allows me to stack my joints better for the movement, right? You always hear that cue on bench press, like stack your joints, make sure your elbows are in line with your wrist, right? Like imagine trying to do a dumbbell bench like this. joints aren't stacked, obviously gravity is going to be working against you more than it should whenever you're lengthening your arm like that. So the same principle applies here. You want to make sure your elbow lines up with your wrist for bench. And so again, knee in line with where the force is coming from. The force is coming from my toes because I'm putting the weight on my toes, or the balls of my feet, and I'm lining up my knee with that. Whereas if I put my knees down super low, then my feet start sliding, it all goes haywire, can't produce force efficiently. So I don't know, that just is very helpful. The stretch is slightly less extreme, but now I can actually do reps with really heavy weights, so I like that trade-off, and I can control it better, you know. Today's session is fueled off of embarrassing memories. Let's go. 310 pounds, warm up. Truly feels like an actual warm-up now that I learned how to stack my joints. Max stack. And the 5s. Let's go. Alright, Joe, get your set. $380. Let's go. Juice. Oh. Hi. Can you take me higher?
What is that?
Oh, I'm just recording my workouts.
Recording them?
Yeah.
What's that thing right there do?
It's a mic, so that way I don't have to.
Into it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I don't have to be all close to my camera. I can set it up at a cool angle if I want.
Right. That's cool. And you can just hit the button then too?
Yeah, I mean, I have this connected over here, so I just press the record button, and then
Nice.
yeah, it's all linked. So.
That's sweet, man. Very cool, man. I'm trying to do something like that, very similar. So I'm paying attention to what other people are doing. It's pretty sweet.
$250. To a place where blind men see. Yes. Let's hope the mild Achilles strain doesn't affect the set. I don't think it will, to be honest, but we'll see. I'm gonna take a very safe stance with my feet. And yeah. I may or may not have to find something to talk about during my, I don't even want to say procrastination of the set, but to get some extra rest time, right? Because I believe strongly in pretty high rest times. I like to do 2 minutes minimum, sometimes 5, 6 minutes, depends on the exercise. Squats, I need extra rest, but lately I've just been doing one set, and it's been working. Haven't been getting low back pain from that, so completely got that issue out of the way. And so, yeah. Calf pump is nice. I have genuine calf veins, which I never had before, so excited to see that. I think this next bulk, I honestly might be able to get like 18-inch calves. I'm just feeling like I'm gonna put on loads of size, because I mean, I've literally during this cut put on measurable mass onto my calves during my cut. I mean, how insane is that? So gotta just keep progressively overloading, all right? And the weird thing is, I was progressively overloading in kind of an unstable manner. Like, I was doing super stretch-based calf movements, just bottom third of the range of motion, barely getting any real reps, and yet that was whenever my calves started increasing in size the most. So, still experimenting with the new joint stack form that I was talking about. Hopefully, even though there's slightly less stretch, it'll give me the same benefit. But anyway, let's get this set. Gotta be like Badlands Chugs. Enough talk. That's not how he talks. Alright, we're gonna do fast reps this set, because I cannot control 2 plates on the 3rd set yet. I gotta take a little longer, actually. Just a little longer. Let's think. Yeah, I think calves are one of those muscles that especially if you're a hard gainer, if you start out and you're genuinely skinny, your calves are like twigs. Like, they're nothing. And it takes a while not only to get them to get size at all, but to actually look developed, right? And that goes for most muscles, but most muscles develop quicker than calves, in my opinion at least. So, because most people don't train calves right. With calves, the stretch is everything, I confirm that with my own training, but you could just look at scientific literature if you want. You could see that calves only really grow at all when they're pretty stretched. The top half range of motion, the contracted position, doesn't really offer up much stimulus for growth. So with that said, again, relatively slow growth for calves for most people, and it takes a while to get them to actually look impressive, to look developed, like really developed. Like, mine started off probably like 11 inches, and they've grown significantly since then. They're almost 16 inches now. And while that is a lot of growth, that's still not nearly where I want them to be. I want them to be much bigger, to where they actually look like they have significant development, where they look impressive, where, you know, you wear shorts and people notice how big your calves are. So it takes a while, just like any other muscle. forgot to rush through the reps, but I guess that's fun. All right, this is a super far angle, but it's the only real decent angle I could think of. So, what in the, oh, okay. I thought they changed the machine for a second. It was just set up very strangely. I used to be on that lean forward grind for calf raises, and it is effective for, you know, stretch mediated hypertrophy, which I strongly believe in. But the thing is, guys, it's just not that sustainable. The reason for it is just that stability was such a huge issue, you know? I would lean forward and I felt like I'd have to really just get stable, but I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'm just being silly. Let's see. We'll try it out again today, because I do like it. I'm gonna do a feeler rep. Okay, that's actually just straight up too heavy for what I'm trying to do, but that's okay. I'm just gonna keep doing normal. I may or may not have had the same 2 songs we played on repeat the entire workout so far. You know, he does rep the max stack like a certified G. Watch this. That is crazy. I don't know if he changed the weight, but the max stack, he does move it usually quite easily. Was that the max stack? Was that the max stack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling the audience, the Sharks. I said he moves it easy. You move it really easily. Bro, that song I got in my ear, Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix, bro. You gotta add it to the playlist. $240, not the max stack. It's fine though. You did it on the first set, so I'm cool with that. Yes! Single leg extension. I feel like this has been one of the best quad exercises I've tried recently. And, you know, something that most people are missing from their program is any kind of leg extension variation. Oftentimes people will skip out on leg extensions because they go, oh, squats are what cause the most growth. But there's actually a muscle in your quad called the rectus femoris, and it not only does hip flexion, but it also does knee extension. So it's a biarticulate muscle, right? And that means that when it lengthens from one end, it also shortens on another. And so to actually target that muscle effectively, one end has to be stable while the other end pivots. So a perfect way to target it is during traditional leg extensions when you are stabilizing the hip's not moving at all, and you just act about your knee. So only one pivot point, perfect for a biarticulate muscle. And it gives your quads, I mean, I know everybody always says, oh, 3D look and all this stuff, and they use buzzwords, but it is true. It gives your quads a much more 3D look when you have the rectus femoris developed, because it's literally right in the center. It pops out. It kind of makes an undeveloped quad look like a developed quad if you have a good rectus femoris. So so my right quad is actually so much stronger than my left that what I'm gonna start doing is, instead of resting between legs or just between limbs like I normally do, I'm gonna starting off with my left, where motor unit recruitment is the highest, and then I'm going to immediately go to my right whenever my central nervous system is not necessarily ready to have its highest output of performance. That way I'm not necessarily growing my right quad significantly, but I'm growing my left quad to catch up. So max stack, as always, you guys know I don't like doing less than the max stack if I don't have to. Always progressively overloading, always challenging myself. Boosh! 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 You know, I'm not even trying to be the guy that grunts, but I gotta be honest, it does help. Like, trying to be quiet makes the set harder for me. Everybody's different. I saw one video of this guy who was just screaming during his workouts, all of them, and he was being ridiculous about it. And another guy made like a reaction to his video and was like, here's me dumbbell pressing like the 150s or something on incline, and he was just completely silent the whole time. And I think there's, you know, two ends of the spectrum, right? There's, you know, you don't want to be ridiculous and scream while you're lifting, but you also don't want to be, you know, so silent that it actually impedes what you're doing, you know? So I think there's a healthy balance, just like everything else. But anyway, we're gonna hit the right leg. I accidentally rested like I said I wasn't gonna do. So let's go. Boosh! I'm good not going to failure there. 100% I will admit that was not failure, but the goal was to kind of reduce the amount that my right quad is growing anyway, so my left can catch up, so I don't really care.
I'll tell you what, the mind-muscle connection feels crazy today. Like, I'm just really feeling these contractions and these stretches like crazy. So, in my calves and my quads, not that much in the hamstrings, but definitely calves and quads are going well. So, I think the way that I've been organizing these workouts lately has been really awesome for me. I put the things that are easier first. You know, a lot of guys will tell you start with heavy compounds or whatever, but what that's gonna do is it's gonna make all the easy stuff less effective. I'd rather just start with the easy stuff. It doesn't make me tired anyway. Get really effective hard sets with that, and then end off with a heavy compound. That's what I've been doing. That is what works for me. Oh, all right. That's the thing. I've said this before in some of my videos, but people will often designate an exercise to say, oh, this is just light, don't push it too hard, whatever. But what's the point of doing that exercise if you're not gonna try to improve, right? If you want to take it easy and get better at that, that's fine. But at least you're improving in an area you want to improve. Now, if your goal is muscle development overall, your goal should be to minimize overall fatigue, avoid things that aren't necessary, right? And that could be doing sets that aren't close to failure. That's not going to cause any growth. That's going to usually, especially if it's just a kind of lighter overall exercise, usually not going to cause a whole bunch of strength gain. Do things that will only benefit you in whatever you're trying to get better at, you know? So, let's go on the right leg. Let's get 5 solid reps. I'm not gonna do a third set now that I think about it. I'm just gonna wipe this machine down and move on to some hacks because the quads are already pretty pumped. You know, just one example of how it matters who you listen to. Bro, when you listen to Tom Platz, it gets you feeling a certain way. Like, I can't deny that whenever I'm just chilling, kind of having a normal gym session, when I put Tom Platz in my ear, it's game over. That's about to become a hard gym session. So, you know, that's just an example of the motivational video or the music you might be listening to. Imagine how people can affect you, right? Who you surround yourself with. You know, there's a saying, you're the sum of the 5 people you're closest to. And I think that that's especially, I mean, that's just so true. The more I'm, you know, alive and exist, the more I realize that. And it matters who you surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people who aren't driven, who don't want to be successful, who don't reflect your values, you're going to be worse off. Generally speaking, right? Like if you have poor values and you surround yourself with somebody who has good values, obviously you want that to rub off on you. You get what I'm saying? So, every leg day I always talk about lifting shoes. These are the ones I have, Nordic Lifting, link in bio if you want to get them. They are the highest heel elevation lifting shoe that I could find, 1.4 inches. And, you know, if the higher the better, in the sense of, yes, you want to make sure it complements your squat pattern, right? But I'm not a hip dominant person. I'm a very quad dominant person, and this kind of just helps aid in the quad dominant effect, and now I have bigger quads as a result of me consistently using lifting shoes. So we're gonna do I don't know, we're thinking about 4 plates today, maybe a 10 and a 5. I've had quite a few refeed days recently, so I should be stronger. Plus the creatine has had more time to kick in, so there's no doubt in my mind that I will be able to PR today, and I feel strong, so. Get up, it's lightweight, baby. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. Keep doing drop set. All right. So overall pump of the body, I don't know why legs does that, but I feel, I don't know, just very full looking overall. I think that refeed day, or I guess cheat week, helped out in making my freaking muscles look fuller. So I just always love to look after you're deep into a cut and you carb up, because you're lean and you got veins all over the place. Heck yeah. All right. We got slowed Lady Gaga in our ear. I feel pretty aesthetic right now. and tired. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about that drop set. So I was not planning on doing a drop set until my brother was like, hey, you're gonna do a drop set. So I freaking did a double drop set for squats. So I'm thinking this leg reveal here is gonna be pretty gnarly. I went from four plates and 2 10s on each side, down to 4 plates, down to 3. So we'll see what happens here. Oh yeah. You know, they always say a leg pump makes your quads look worse. What do you guys think? Who knows? All I know is that this angle feels different than normal, but that doesn't matter. I see a quad vein here. I don't know if you guys can catch that on camera. I know you guys see that. Don't lie to me. That's my first quad vein. Heck yeah. That's just exciting overall. So let's see the left quad, the lesser of the two. Put these drawstrings away. Nobody wants to see those. Can't wait to get ab veins, dude. I already got a little something going on. I'm gonna lean like right below the belly button. But we'll do the David Lade. I feel like my calves are genuinely getting a lot bigger, dude. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but I mean, God, guys, I'm out of breath. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm still destroyed from that drop set. Nothing hits you harder than a hard set of squats. Good Lord. It makes me look out of shape, which I can't really argue with because I don't do too much cardio, but still, I mean, yeah. When I bulk to 200, guys, the dream, honestly, would be to have great cardio at 200 and have that Captain America super soldier serum type strength and endurance, not just a look. But yeah, let's see. Quads definitely are looking thicker, man. Jeez. The weak quad definitely catching up. I got to do some rectus femoris, which I could not before. So that's always a plus. All right. Keep in mind, guys, there's no direct upper body pump here. Oh, I forgot to hit a front double. Let's hit that. Consistency. Little cramp there. All right, I'll see you guys later. All right, boys. It's a beautiful, gorgeous, God-given day today. I had probably the best workout ever today. Hit a PR, insane drop set. You guys saw it. You guys saw the whole thing. Continual improvement and consistency over time. Guys, this applies to all areas of life, not just freaking the gym. For those of you who don't know, my birthday is coming up and I will be 19. And, dude, that's weird how time flies, right? Anyway, yeah, we'll be 19, and by then, my plan is to be shredded when I turn 19. So, you might be getting a bunch of lifting videos this week, more than normal, because my cousin loves to work out as well, and he wants to hit some upper body days with me. So, yeah, anyway, I will see you guys maybe later, but if I don't, then I hope you guys have a good one. 3, 2, 1. We got a little bit left. We're gonna save it for later. And I will see you guys downstairs in the garage for cardio. All right, so guys, ooh, okay, my legs are a lot more tired than I thought they would be. So, story time, all right? There was one time, not too long ago, I think it was probably about 2 years ago, where I was at this birthday party, and there was a really, really cute girl, and she was talking to me and my friends, and we were all in a circle, and just, you know, have people talk. And, I was trying to kind of direct my attention towards her and talk to her, right? Trying to flirt a little bit, you know? See if I could, I don't know, like get her Instagram or something, just to see what was up. And, you know, I was trying to be slick, so I said something to the effect of, like, she said something was cute, and I was like, oh, you know what else is cute? And then I was like, I think you're really cute, or something like that. And dude, it was this. Keep in mind, this was a move I made in front of all my friends were right there, and some of her friends were there, and she was there, and everybody was like looking at me saying this. And dude, she just goes, she's like, oh, I have a boyfriend, I'm sorry. And I'm just thinking, what? I was so embarrassing. I don't know, but it was just something that I was like low-key embarrassed about. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong inherently, and I was pretty slick, you know. I was like confident about it, but dude, afterward, I just felt terrible. I was like, oh. But some of you guys got to get used to that, especially you youngins, right? Like, some of you guys are like scared to talk to women, and don't lead them on, because I think that that's wrong. But definitely like try to just talk to them and like get to know them, and you know, just acquaint yourself with the idea of like talking to girls. You know, it's not anything scary. They're just humans. You know what I mean? Just like anybody else. And it's just something you got to get used to. You know, anything unfamiliar, you want to be scared if it's something that's unfamiliar. That's how your brain is designed, unfortunately. So like with recording in the gym, the first time I did it, I was like a little bit freaked out. And then like getting the tripod, that freaked me out. Getting the mics and everything, like, and then now I'm at the point where I could just set it up right wherever I want, you know, make sure I'm not in anybody's way, of course, but just set it up wherever I want and talk to you guys, and you know, I don't feel awkward about it at all anymore. So, but that's an example of something that is like probably one of the scarier things you could do in the sense of, you know, potential for embarrassment. Just because you don't want to, like, at least for me, I thought I didn't want to like make a big deal out of what I was doing, or like make a scene or something somehow just from recording or whatever. But, you know, once I got past all that's just BS, And I like felt confident. So it's the same thing with talking to girls. That's just my 2 cents on the whole talking to women situation. But, you know. Alright boys, Cuzzo is going to show up soon. So, that's going to basically end off the night for this video. Cardio got interrupted by a phone call, so I had to pick that up. But, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there will be many more like it to come. Probably a chest day tomorrow. So, have a good one, guys.